Hello everyone, this is the V-Man and welcome. We are back on another daily race C. You saw what happened on the last daily race C I had. Total disaster. I was racing in Group 1 cars or Group C cars, lost 60,000 points in one race. My DR dropped to A, my SR dropped to B. But next afternoon I collected what left of my desire to race in this game, and I was racing for about 4 or 5 hours, and I managed to build up my DR to 44,500 points and my SR to S once again. And yesterday I saw that we have on a daily race B Nürburgring Nordschleife with a Porsche from early 80s, and I just don't have that kind of skill to be near competitive on that race, so I decided to have another go on a daily race C, which is held on I think Dragon Trail Gardens in opposite direction. Yes, so in Group 4 cars, and I'm not much familiar with this track also, but I started to practice. I did it for 1 hour with BMW M4, very good car, and I decided to go into the race with this car because I said numerous times I don't like to change the cars in which I practiced and in which I race. So I usually use the car in which I did my practicing session. So first lap started. You saw I started second here. BMW is one of those cars I didn't use much, so all new things today, you know, this track, this car, and we have 12 laps to race. Tire wear, I think it's ×7, fuel consumption is ×2 or 3, so it's somewhere on the edge to change your tires, but you don't, because nobody else is going to do that. So you saw I went a bit off the racing edge on that chicane, and I was given 0.5 second penalty immediately. So this is the end of the first lap, going into the second, and British guy is now in front of me, and immediately I am under attack by a German guy who is also using BMW. So I must defend now, as I did in a couple of previous races. And of course I was trying to establish my pace, because I already said I am not much familiar with this track, so trying to find my pace on a race, on a track itself. But those guys in front of me were faster than me, their pace was higher, but still I'm on a 4th position, and I think the game puts me onto the 10th position by points, so I have a lot of places to lose before I lose points. Good thing is I managed to fairly quickly build up my driver rating points to 44,500. So after this race, if I finish on a good position, I will gain points, and hopefully I will come back to A+ rating next week. That would be a nice thing, because last time when I lost my A+ rating, it took me almost 4 months to come back to the A+ rating. But of course I'm, you know, working, I have a job, so this is something I do for a hobby. But as I said, hopefully next week I will be able to come back to the A+ rating. Second lap is about to end. We are going into the third, so things settle down a bit. Two guys in front of me were battling. I am here lonely on my 4th position. The guy behind me is over a second behind, yes. So we're going to skip into a 6th lap, going onto the long corner onto the left. Multiple corners, but we can call it long corner, and the Porsche went off the track, so now I'm on a 3rd position. Guy in BW is 3.5 seconds in front of me, and now we are going into the 8th lap, again over the long corner onto the left. And this time German guy in BMW went off the track, so now I am 2nd. Downside of this BMW M4 is that it's very bad on tires. You can see that my front left is already pretty much destroyed. We are now going into a 9th lap, or end of the 9th lap, and behind me is a Spanish guy, I think in a Citroen GT, and it turns out that that car is very good on tires. It can save tires a lot, and mine are not that good at this moment. So I was struggling with tires, and look how planted that car is. He's gaining on me really fast, so we have 2 laps to race. I don't think I can defend, because he's faster, almost 0.1, 0.2 seconds through every corner. Look at this. So I'm not bad here. I'm using a good racing line, but look how close he is now. He's just 1 length of a car behind me, 0.1 second. And because of that previous experience on Le Mans track, where I was punished for nothing, I was very careful, and I decided not to battle too much, not to defend too much. You can see here I wasn't going onto the right to defend, so I was just waiting for him to build a good position and to go on my right side. So we are going on to the short straight before that very tricky chicane, and you can see he's already on my right side. So I'm not going to defend, as I said. I'm not going to risk to get a penalty. And I went again too much off the track, so I was given once more 0.5 second penalty, but that is not the problem. I have 3.6 second advantage from a car behind, so I'm going to serve this penalty. This is end of a 10th lap, 2 more to go, and nothing happened until the end of the race, so I will finish on a 3rd position here, so I am satisfied with that. And after this race I asked around, and a couple of guys said that the Porsche Cayman is also very good on tires, so I decided to use that car in the next race. So in the next race I will use, as I said, Porsche Cayman with Racing Point livery, and here I will start on a 4th position, hoping for a good result, just as in previous race. In front of me is the same guy, German guy, who went off the track at some moment. And this is not what I'm usually doing, changing car mid-race or between races, but I think that BMW is very bad on tires, so as those guys said, Cayman is better, so I decided to try with it. So first lap started on a 4th position. Immediately behind me is a guy, British guy in Mazda, that is very good car, planted, good handling, but not that fast on a straight line, so my advantage was straight line, of course. And Cayman is also one more car I didn't use much, so as I said, a couple of new things on this race, track itself and 2 cars I didn't use much before. Going a bit defensively here. You can see that Mazda is right in my rear view mirror. Over the short straight, going uphill, then downhill toward that tricky chicane. And he's very close now. We are going almost side by side into the corner. I did it well. Out of the corner, everything went well, but I need to defend, you know, he's very close, he's attacking, he's all over me. That is the whole point of racing, of course, I said that numerous times. And we are now side by side going into the 2nd lap, so already I have a big battle with a British guy on the brakes here. A bit wide, I nudged him, but I was leaving him space, you saw that. I let him enough space so he can go on the outside. And now I built a small advantage. So that was his first attempt, and we are now in 5th lap, end of the 5th lap. And this is his 2nd attempt. Again, he had a better exit than me. And look at this, he's going almost in front of me, side by side once again, into the 6th lap. He is in front of me, but on the brakes here I decided to brake late. I went again bit wide, and again I nudged him, but I think I did nothing wrong there. This is the racing, you know, battling, and I was leaving him space once again. So feel free to comment what do you think about this situation. So I was thinking a bit, maybe I was too aggressive, maybe I did nudge him too much, maybe I was guilty in that situation. So I decided to let him go through, going over the start, finishing straight into the 6th lap. But what I didn't realize at this moment, that he has a penalty here, and I didn't look in my rearview mirror, and I didn't know, and I was lifting off here and he started to serve penalty. So I said, okay, let's just race. I had a good intention, he served his penalty, so as I said, let's just continue to race. And again I'm in front of him on the 4th position, battling hard for it. And we are going now into the 9th lap, end of the 9th lap. This time behind me is a British guy in a Cayman also, and he did something very good with those tires because his pace was very good. He was clearly way faster than myself, and I think I should have kept brake balance on -3 from the start of the race, but I didn't do that because, you know, lack of experience. I made a mistake, and then he went in front of me. And now behind me is a Spanish guy in Renault Megane Trophy, and that car is crazy fast through corners, and it almost doesn't wear tires. You know, it is really good on tires, so that is the reason why this guy is now really close behind me. We are in 11th lap, and look how faster he is going through this section of track. Right on my bumper. My tires are almost dead, especially front left. Going into the corner, again I went a bit wide here, and as I said, Renault Megane Trophy, who is behind me, is very good car, glued to the ground. Into a 12th and the final lap. I was defending entire race, made small mistake here, and that was enough for a Spanish guy to go in front of me. And once again the Mazda is behind me. British guy in Mazda, who tried a couple of times to overtake my position, is now once again behind me, and he can have another go in this 12th and the final lap. Like I didn't have enough trouble through entire race, but okay, so battle is on, still racing. I'm on a 6th position, I dropped a couple of places, but okay, I'm 8 by points, so still will gain some DR after the end of the race. So again I'm defending. Mazda guy is determined more than ever to take my position. I'm going all the way to the right here defending. I did it well, following a Spanish guy using his slipstream that will help me to defend my position here. Couple of more corners until the end. Oh my god, very intense. Mazda is coming really close, look at this, he's almost on my bumper through the twisty section once again. Again I did it well, everything was going fine, and one more corner until the end. Front left tire is dead, going into the corner, everything seems okay. On the throttle I was lifting off, and no, that tire didn't hold on, and
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they...
I smashed the wall. Very funny situation. Really silly mistake, you know. I thought that I will go out of the corner clean, and that front left tire didn't hold on, and I went understeering off the track on the grass, smashed into the wall. Luckily I survived that, and luckily I finished on an 8th position. That is the position I was on by points, so still I gained some DR. I checked online, I gained somewhere around 300 points in this race, so I was satisfied with that. So you saw that, what was happening. I was defending all the time in this second race. My pace wasn't that good, but as I said, I don't have much experience on this race and with these cars. But okay, everything went well at the end. I gained points and I'm close to go back to the A+ rating after just 2 days, so that is a good thing. And that was it for today. If you like this video, click the like button. If you would like to watch or to listen some more, do subscribe, turn your notifications on. You can also check out my Facebook page, the link is in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time. The V-Man is out.